Hey, what's going on, guys, and welcome back to yet another edition of Monster Taming Games You Never Knew, where we briefly uncover new and obscure games in the monster taming genre. It's been a while since we've done one of these, and I'm honestly excited to get back into it. Now, this time around, we've got a wide array of monster taming titles, such as a Pikmin-inspired game, a deck-building hack-and-slash, a game being created by an insanely talented artist that I'm really interested in, and more. So with all that being said, make sure to sit back, relax, subscribe for daily monster taming content, and let's go over 5 monster taming games that you've probably never heard of. Oh, and if you have heard of some of these games, let me know in the comments below how many of them you have in fact heard of in the past. Anyways, let's dive in. Alright, so the first game on this list is actually currently undergoing a Kickstarter campaign with just a few days left, so if you do find it interesting, definitely feel free to check it out and consider backing it. The Kickstarter will be linked below. This title, Spirit Mancer, is described as an action-based hack-and-slash deck builder where you must break, shoot, and of course slash enemy demons in order to capture their spirits and summon them into battle. The game features 8 different worlds to explore with different challenges on each map until you eventually must go up against the evil queen because, you know, she's evil. Anyways, the game has some platforming mechanics and honestly looks really cool. I'm thinking about backing this one myself. Definitely seems like it could be a lot of fun. Next up, we have Tinykin, a game that seems to be inspired by Pikmin and was brought to my attention by Mang, if I said that correctly, in our Discord server. Now, while Pikmin isn't exactly the most traditional monster taming type game, when you think about it, you're literally controlling and commanding a bunch of creatures, so I think it still fits sort of under that umbrella we have here on the channel. Anyways, you play as Milo, a character whom returned to Earth after some sort of abduction or expedition or something in space, and you find yourself being a lot smaller than you used to be and must collect and utilize these little critters in order to traverse this new big world and presumably find a way to restore things to the way they were before. It looks really cute and seems to have an interesting set of gameplay mechanics, so let me know if you guys want me to do a separate video covering it. Okay, so this next one is a self-described, story-driven virtual pet game starring bugs from all different varieties, including those from the land, sea, and sky. It's essentially a Tamagotchi-esque bug-raising simulator where you have various mini-games, are able to either spoil or deprive your bugs, clean their poop, and have them lay eggs. All of these bugs are inspired by real-world creatures, and honestly, I'm happy to see a game focusing more on bugs. I feel like we need more bug-taming games in the genre. Alright, so if there's one game on this list you might know, it'll be this one, since I've already covered it a couple times on the channel, but I haven't done a formal video talking about it, so here we go. The game in question is Kinalite Kingdom, an early access open world monster taming RPG with overworld battles much like Pokemon Legends. From a combat perspective, the game plays much like something like Pokemon, and being that it runs off of the Roblox engine, it is a free-to-play MMO, so there's also that aspect to consider. That said, the game is still in an early state, so don't be surprised if there are bugs and issues here and there as those things get padded out. Finally, and this game seems to be the most early development of any, but I decided to include it here because of the small amount of footage / screenshots I've seen that make me feel like I'm already vibing with it. And when you look at who's creating it, it's just like, why wouldn't you be hyped? But we'll get into that in a sec. The game in question is Soul Catchers, a game where you play as an individual whom becomes a soul catcher when coming into contact with the spiritual plane. In this, what I'm guessing will almost be like a Bleach-like world, he finds out that others can also tame the souls of what I can only assume are the deceased, whom take the form of creatures and utilize them in combat. Now, the person developing this game is called Millennium Loops, whom also runs a YouTube channel where they post game concepts of different eras of Pokemon. There's one for like a fan region, we got one for Johto, and most recently one for Sinnoh. While these aren't actual game projects, they do show the amazing attention to detail this person has, as well as their artistic capabilities, and I'd honestly be surprised if you haven't seen one of these before. Personally, I'm impressed by what I've seen from this person, so I have a good feeling for the visuals of their game. But yeah, there you go, guys. Another 5 monster taming games to add to the ever-growing library of new and upcoming titles. If you saw anything you really liked, make sure you check out the description box for all of the relevant social media links, and don't forget to subscribe for daily monster taming videos. You can also check out my Twitter, my Discord, and my Patreon linked below. Special thanks to my patrons, especially Jim Hamilton, Dro Ghost, Dark Persona, and Exodus, and we'll see you guys next time. Peace.